What a start to a lovely day. We're off. We're off to Gelderland. We're off to another short stay in a family park. We did this last year twice, or at least in 2020, and we enjoyed it. It was so nice to be right in the middle of nowhere with just trees surrounding us and visiting areas that are familiar out of at least my childhood. So my brother-in-law, my husband and I gathered our gear and proceeded to travel to Gelderland. We stopped off in the Bosbank, which is close to Arnhem. It was very foggy that morning, but that did not dampen our spirits. We were absolutely thrilled to get to our home that we'd rented and all the spaciousness thereof. Very comfortable, feet up, fire on, only to wake up in the morning to a beautiful white world. It wasn't around long, the snow, but that was okay. We enjoyed what we had, and we spent the next few days just walking this beautiful, beautiful countryside, uphill, down dale. It's quite, yes, it's not as flat as most of the country. The nature here is absolutely stunning. It's actually, one of the two favourite parts of the country that I like to be in. But anyway, enjoy our walks. And we certainly did. And it was a lovely way to start December and finish 2021. The Veluwe is a forest-rich ridge of hills, 1,100 square kilometres, in the province of Gelderland in the Netherlands. It features many different landscapes, including woodlands, heath, and some small lakes. It also includes Europe's largest sand drifts. The Veluwe was formed by the Salian glacial epoch some 200,000 years ago. Glaciers, some 200 metres thick, pushed the sand deposits in the Rhine and the Maas Delta sideways, creating the hills which now form most of the Veluwe. Because the hills are made of sand, rainwater disappears rapidly, and then it flows at a depth of tens of metres to the edges, where it reaches the surface again. Parts of the Veluwe that have been separated from each other by roads, towns and farmlands are being reconnected by returning farmland to nature and creating wildlife crossings over highways. In 2012, 9 of these overpasses had been built, each one about 50 metres wide and covered with sand and vegetation to encourage animals to use it. Wildlife crossings connecting the Veluwe to other wildlife areas, such as the Oostvaardersplassen in the Netherlands, are being developed, and further connections to Germany are an option. It is hoped that by doing so, the genetic diversity of wildlife population will increase. The effectiveness of these crossings, as opposed to their costs, is still being disputed to this day. Despite all those political talks, the Veluwe is a very popular tourist destination, especially for Dutch people wanting to go on a short vacation in their own country. There are many bungalow parks and preferred places to stay for most visitors. Though the Veluwe, if it's not on your list to visit while you're in the Netherlands, maybe you should put it there. Our holiday is drawing to a close and we'll be returning home in the morning. We've had a wonderful time and certainly walked the walk.